Hi everyone, good evening. This is your girl again, Folakemi Adebayo. How are you all doing? Thank you for your love. Thank you for your messages. Thank you for liking and sharing my video. The love, I must tell you, is overwhelming. I receive a lot of text messages about clarification. We went through a lot with so many people. Thank you so much. Please continue to love my videos and share them to as many as you can. All right, so today what are we talking about? We're talking about blood glucose. So now, in layman terms, right, what is blood glucose? Blood glucose is the amount of sugar in your bloodstream, in a simple form, like the amount of blood that is in your bloodstream, the amount of sugar in your bloodstream. Generally, we need glucose to survive. Our cells need glucose for energy to keep us going for the day, so we generally need that in our body at every point. It's very important. However, we have to be in a range to be normal for this blood sugar. So what's the normal range? The normal range for blood glucose is 70 to 120 milligram per deciliter. That's the normal range. So that's between 70 and 120 for my school of thought. Another school of thoughts will say between 70 and 110. Or another school of thought will say between 70 and 125. Anything below 125, anything between 70 and below 125 is normal, right? Anything below that 70 is dangerous, and anything above that 120 is also dangerous. So when you are below 70, it's called hypoglycemia. It means your sugar level is low. We will get to that. And when it's above 120, it means your sugar level is high. So let's get to a little bit of biology. How does the pathophysiology works in the body? So there is something called insulin that your body produces naturally to mop up excess sugar in your bloodstream. And this insulin is produced by something called the pancreas. It's like an organ in your body, the pancreas. So the pancreas has a cell in it called the beta cell. The beta cell produces insulin by the pancreas. It's a long story. I don't want to go that route with you. You probably won't understand my shenanigans. So that insulin in your body serves as a spectator. So when you ingest excess sugar, it comes and look and see, what does the body need? If the body needs 70 and you are in like 400, 500, it comes and it mop the excess sugar in your body, and it stores it it pushes them into your muscle, into other part of the body, or it also saves them for you for another use another day. In case you don't use out all this, let's keep it for you. When you need it, we'll release it for you. That's the function of insulin, and your body naturally produces this. However, there are disease conditions in which some people don't even produce this insulin at all. It's a disease condition in your body. And then the other side is this insulin is produced by your body, but your body is just not responding to it, or is not producing enough for your body to utilize. So we have two types of diabetes. We have type 1 and type 2. Don't forget I told you. So when you are in the lower bottom, you have hypoglycemia. When you are in the upper number, you are in hyper. So we have two types of diabetes. We have type 1 and type 2. In type 1, the body is not producing the insulin at all. So the sugar is there. Your body have excess sugar, but the spectator, the invigilator that comes to see, do you guys need the sugar, is not there. It's not there at all in these people. People with type 1 diabetics, they are not producing insulin at all. And that type 2 diabetes, your body produces a little bit. They are producing it a little bit, but is not enough for the body, to use. So that's type 1 and type 2. Type 1 diabetes is mainly affected by the elderly ones. Àwọn àgbàlagbà, elderly people, they are the ones that majorly have type 1 diabetes. While type 2 diabetes is actually affected by younger generations and older adults. Like children have type 2 diabetes, and older adults like my age and older, 50, 60, 20, 25, they are mostly affected by type 2 because their body produces insulin is just not enough. Okay, so what are the signs and symptoms for you to know if you have hypoglycemia or hyper? So when you have, let's start from hypo, that's 70 below. 70 below means you don't have enough sugar in your body to function at that point. Like your sugar level has dropped, and once your sugar level drop, your brain is not functioning well because your brain majorly use a whole lot of sugar to survive. Okay, so your brain is not functioning, and your brain is coordinating every part of your body. Your brain, your heart, every part of your body is controlled by the brain. So if the brain is not having enough sugar, there's a problem. So you lack all the coordinations, right? Your heart begins to beat very, very fast. Let me tell you the signs, and just get your pen and pencil and paper to jot down some information. So when you are in hypotension, when you are in hypoglycemic, number 1, you have headache. You will be sweating, you will be shaking, like you'll be confused. So you have confusion, you have shaking, your body will be shaking, you have headache, you don't feel well at that time. You don't feel well, you'll be hungry, you have headache, you feel irritable, you are confused, you just want to eat something. At that point, you will lack coordination, you cannot do anything. And that's because your brain is seriously hungry and it needed to eat. While in type 2 diabetes is almost the same, but in their own, they will be sweating, they will be passing out. In type 2 diabetes, there will be headache, you will be shaking, you will be passing urine. And as you are passing that urine, because you have excess sugar in your body, that the insulin is not available to mop, you will be going to the bathroom, you'll be weeing a lot. And if you taste that wee a little bit, it's going to be sweet like sugar. That's excess. And we are talking about like 200, 300, 400 milligram per deciliter. Oh, you have blurred vision because your vision will be blurred. Your vision, you won't see very well. You have blurred vision, you'll be irritable. You also have headache. You have headache, and because you're going to the bathroom to wee a lot, you will be so thirsty. Because what is going out, you have to also replenish, So you'll be weeing a lot, and then you will be thirsty so much, and then you will be short of breath. Because at that point, your heart is beating so fast. It's called hyperventilating. You will seriously be hyperventilating, like, and you get tired, your lungs will get tired, so you have shortness of breath. Let me recap. 2 types of diabetes, type 1, type 2. We have hypoglycemia, we have hyperglycemia. In hyperglycemia, your blood sugar goes way too high. And if you have hypo, you're thirsty, you're hungry, you're shaking, you lack coordination. Okay? So, how do we now determine if we have diabetes or if we are totally out of the normal range brackets? 2, 3 ways or 4 ways. There's a lot of ways, but the most common one is to do random blood sugar check. They ask you to do fasting blood sugar check. Then they ask you to do hemoglobin A1C. That hemoglobin A1C I will explain, but let me explain the first one. The fasting blood sugar is, as soon as you wake up in the morning, you have to check your blood sugar because you've slept, you've done your stress for the whole day, your body has you've rested, and then by that time that you're waking up, your body should be waking up for another challenge for the day. So everything should be within the normal range, right? So it should be between 120, it should be between 70 milligram per deciliter to 120. You should be between that bracket. That's why they say do fasting. So that one, as you are waking up in the morning, you fasted all night, you check that. That's the most accurate. And the A1C, the hemoglobin A1C, is the most accurate. And the fast, I mean, everything is fine. Or they ask you to do random blood sugar check. Hemoglobin A1C, that one to also have range, and I think my school of thought says between 5.5 to 6.5. If you are within that range, it means you are all right. Anything below means there's a serious problem, and anything above really means you are either pre-diabetic or you are diabetic. We will get to that later. So how do you do your self-check now? This is where this equipment comes in. This is very, very handy. Anybody, any layman, even an ignorant person, an illiterate can use this machine. It's very easy. I will do another video probably tomorrow morning or next tomorrow morning to show you how this machine works. It's very intuitive, very, very self-explanatory. All you need to do is get your strip. This is the machine, and this is the strip. This is what goes into the machine. I'll show you all that. And this is the little thing you use to prick yourself to check if your numbers are within these numbers we talked about, between 70 and 120 when you wake up in the morning before eating. If you check it and it's more than 70 to 120 as you are waking up in the morning, there's an indication that is either you are pre-diabetic or you are diabetic. In that case, you have to do it like 2-3 days simultaneously. And if the numbers are not the same, you quickly need to book your appointment to go and see your doctor. Then your doctor will recommend a blood test for you, or they ask you to do something called the sugar fasting. Please, I beg you. And in my subsequent video, I will explain the reason why I'm saying all this. My heart is always like, I'm always not happy when I see younger ones die of ignorance. And that's why I have put it upon myself to be doing this education as much as I can. This doesn't cost anything. As a matter of fact, your ashwebi that you wear to party is not even up to this. I don't know how much they sell it in Nigeria, but you say this I'm holding cost me only $40 on Amazon. Please, you need to know your status. You need to know your health status. Diabetes is in fact, this topic I'm discussing now is cumbersome. When I come, I'll show you how to use this. And when I come, I'll tell you the reason why you have to know your numbers. You know, we are happy people in Nigeria. We love party a lot. I'm not disputing that anybody shouldn't do party. I'm not against that. But before you go eating and drinking out of control, please know your medical status. Okay, I will stop here for now. I wouldn't want to take too much of your time. I will stop here for now, and I will continue next time with how to use this, and other topic will follow. I love you. Please, if you love me the way I love you, like my video, share my video, and drop me a nice comment. It doesn't have to be nice. Share your opinion. We can rub minds together. I'm here for corrections. Thank you so much. I love you. Don't forget to pray for me, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you. Ciao, ciao. Bye. Bye.